The following is a presentation of the Pro Wrestling Report. Informative, entertaining, and real since 1998.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Pro Wrestling Report 5. Damian Nelson sitting here along with David Hero. And this week in the online extended version of the Pro Wrestling Report PrimeTime, we're going to talk about John Cena. And a question that came up this past Monday night on Monday Night Meltdown, our weekly radio show, David, was why do people hate John Cena so much? And it's worthy of discussing. And I think to discuss it, you sort of need to look back at why we first liked John Cena. In his SmackDown days, when he was part of the Chain Gang, and he was the rapper, and he was wearing the throwback jerseys, John Cena was pretty cool. However, it was one moment over the course of several months that changed all that. And it was WWE's decision to go towards a more PG product. John Cena then changed. He became Superman. He became larger than life. He became the top star in WWE, but at the same time, he wasn't, as JR would say, dancing with what brung him.
The reason the fans, my opinion, why they don't care for John Cena so much, they may respect him, but they don't like him. If you think about John Cena's career, with the exception of Umaga, Great Khali, and JBL,
Wrestling
those are
God.
the only true three heels he's ever had a program with. Otherwise, he's worked with Edge, who had Lita. Okay, he's had Triple H. He's had Chris Jericho. And now it's The Rock. And with Shawn Michaels. So he's
He had The Miz, he had Sheamus.
But The Miz was more of a tweener. People still like The Miz. He's never been in the ring with someone that the crowd truly hates, with the exception of Umaga and Great Khali, because they were legitimate heels. Everybody else...
Punjabi prison match.
Well, but they never had that match. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the fans have had no reason to get behind him, to cheer for him, because he's been, pushed down their throats.
And The Rock talked about that many a time
Think
this past
about
Monday
it.
night.
When it was Austin, he was feuding with Vince McMahon, the ultimate heel. When it was Rock, he had a whole bunch of heels to feud with. Okay? Hulk Hogan had nothing but monster heels to feud with. Same with Shawn Michaels, Undertaker. They've all had a legitimate good guy, bad guy feud. And John Cena had that early on when he was feuding with JBL, and they were behind him because the fans just hated JBL.
A great program with Kurt Angle as well, too. I don't remember if Angle was heel or face, though.
That was really short. But
it's what launched him.
But the fans still liked Kurt Angle, even though they hated him. They still respected him because of what he could do. People look at John Cena, and the fact is, they see a guy in camouflage jean shorts and goofy tennis shoes. And at the end of the
As
day,
The Rock said, he looks like a damn clown. I mean, he really does.
But he sells a ton of merchandise.
Right,
that
it
way.
works.
It works for him. But yeah, I mean, that's why I think people don't gravitate towards John Cena the way they have The Rock and Austin and Hogan and even Triple H, because there's no reason to like him.
Is John Cena the first person you could honestly compare to Hulk Hogan since Hulk Hogan? Say your prayers, eat your vitamins, drink your milk, blah, 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 blah. Everything's great. I'm a great guy. I love people. I love being here. This is what I do. I'm here for
Absolutely.
all of you. Is he really that first guy?
Absolutely.
And I'm not comparing the two, but you can compare the two.
You know what? You could almost put John Cena in the 80s and he would be a big star like Hulk Hogan.
Is that why people gravitate away from him, though?
Yeah, that was
because
30 years
that's
ago.
insulting to today's wrestling fan.
Well, because
times have changed.
Today's wrestling fan has gone through the Attitude Era, ECW, the NWO, Sable and the Puppies. I mean, they like that edge. They like that.
They like the realism.
Yes, absolutely. They like that, the naughtiness of what wrestling used to be. And with John Cena, there's nothing naughty about John Cena.
He deserves a ton of respect, does John Cena, and that point needn't be overstated.
He is a hard-working individual.
Absolutely. He deserves a ton of respect. And quite frankly, where the money is where he should be going, and that's where he is right now. As we joke about how he looks, we joke about what he says, we joke about what he does, Whether or not he's a great in-ring performer, and you know, he's probably above average at best, for comparatively speaking to people who've been in his role in the past. People buy tickets to see John Cena.
You know what's funny?
People buy his merchandise.
And there are obviously politics in everything.
In wrestling?
But if you look at it, John Cena, he has sustained, whereas guys like The Miz, Randy Orton, John Morrison, R-Truth, Sheamus, Wade Barrett, the list goes on of guys that have been there at the same time and haven't made it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Randy Orton, one of the most talented guys. Everyone says he's the best guy on the entire roster. Why isn't he in the match with The Rock? Because at the end of the day, John Cena is a marketing machine. That's why he's on the Fruity Pebbles boxes.
Right.
That's why he is the, what is it? He's given the most Make-A-Wishes in the history of Make-A-Wish because kids love him.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's jealousy. Who knows?
I think he's a victim of the times.
I will say this. We make fun of John Cena.
You do.
You don't?
I love the guy. I've always been part of C Nation.
Okay.
Did you see the wristbands?
Yes. John Cena, and I've said it before, and I'll say it again, and I'll say it forever, the hardest working guy in that company because he does everything. I mean, he does the personal appearances, he does the media, he's hands-on involved, he eats, he drinks, he sleeps, he bleeds. Well, sometimes he doesn't bleed, but the wrestling business. And you know what, good for him. He deserves the spot he's in because he's worked hard at it.
Well, I guess we may have made some headway there, only because it's such a difficult subject. And the question, again, that we started with is, why is John Cena so hated? We'd love to hear what you have to say about that. So share your feedback on our Facebook page, facebook.com/PWR show. We'd love to hear your conversation as well. That's it for this week's PWR 5.
Whoa, wait. You're not going to acknowledge the fact that I publicly apologized to The Miz?
We're going to do that in profile on Wednesday.
Oh, well, really? I got to wait till Wednesday to talk about that
Yep.
again? It may not happen again. This is your one shot. The Miz.
For that one, this is Damian Nelson saying thank you so much for tuning in. We'll talk to you again soon.